Apparently, there are 12 games being added to the Nintendo Selects program. Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, Lithium here, bringing you kind of a leak of information from Video Games Plus, which is a retailer in Canada that tweeted out a picture that 12 new games are being added to the Selects program. They also had them available for pre-order on their website, but I must let you know that these have actually been taken down since then, but I do believe they are authentic. It's actually legitimate information, and I do believe Nintendo will be discussing that information later this month. So I'm going to go through the 12 games. They're actually being released on March the 11th at a retail price of $29.99 in Canada, likely $19.99 in the United States of America. Alright, let's get to the games. I'll give you my opinion on them as well. The first up is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. This one is kind of hard to find in some areas. In Canada right now, I think it sells for $50 or $55, so it dropping down to $30 is a great savings for everyone. A fantastic platformer that you can play as many of the different Kongs, and you can play with a friend. It's a great game, actually. You should really enjoy it. One of the best games on the console is Super Mario 3D World. This one also is selling for like $55 to $60 in Canada, so a big price drop would be absolutely fantastic. If you haven't played this one yet, it's a lot of fun, especially with the cat suit. Next up, this is NES Remix Pack. This one actually has NES classics that are from most retro games. It's a lot of fun, but I don't think this is a huge price point drop. If it's $30 in Canada, that's like what it was sold for originally, so I'm not really sure if that's even a price drop, or maybe that will be a different price. One of the harder to find games is Pikmin 3 right now, and this one, when it is sold, is usually still like $60 in Canada, $50 in the United States, so a drop to $30 would be tremendous, and I do think Pikmin 4 is coming. I think it's in development, so that would be great to add to the Nintendo Selects program. Alright, let's next go to the Wii, I think, because that would make the most sense, especially because the first game that I'm going to talk about is an inspiration for one of the ones on the 3DS. This is Donkey Kong Country Returns. This is when the platforming game actually came back again with Retro Studios on the Nintendo Wii. This game is very, very difficult, very demanding, very challenging, just like its sequel, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Again, I'm not sure if that's a huge price drop for a Wii game to be $30 in Canada or $20 in the United States. I think that's what it's sold for roughly right now anyways. Next up is Super Mario Galaxy 2, one of my favorite games of all time. This one in Canada is being sold for $40, so that would be a drop of $10 down. But you can probably find this one used for like $15-20. Not that much of a savings, but definitely a fantastic game that deserves to be added to the Nintendo Selects brand. Next up is the Super Mario All-Stars, not this limited edition set. I think it will just be the original case, or the normal case, with the game itself. And that one, again, I'm not sure if this is a big savings. I think just the better part about this one is that it will be more readily available in stores for you to pick up. That's the exact same port of the Super Nintendo All-Stars version, I should mention. And the last one is Animal Crossing City Folk. This one, actually, again, I'm not sure if this is a huge price drop, but at least you'll be able to find it readily in your region all over again. It's a fantastic game in the Animal Crossing series. Alright, let's get to the 4 games for the Nintendo 3DS. The first one is that inspired game that I said on the Nintendo 3DS. This is Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. Some slight tweaks to the Wii version. Still amazing, still awesome. And at $30, I don't think that's much of a price drop either for any of these 3DS games. So maybe these will be a little bit less. I'm not sure. This is Mario Party Island Tour, definitely not one of the strongest games in the Mario Party franchise, but it is a lot of fun if you want to play Mario Party Portable. And the third one is New Yoshi's Island, the sequel to the Super Nintendo version. This one did not have as high reviews as that one, but I definitely think it's worth a try. If you're a fan of playing Yoshi in games, or you're just a fan of Yoshi in general, the graphics are pretty adorable in this one too. And the last one that was announced is Ocarina of Time 3D from the Legend of Zelda series. This one is one of the best games ever ported to 3D. The graphics look absolutely incredible. It's one of my favorite ports of any game that I've ever played before. Highly recommended in the Selects program. Now, the really good part about this is that you should be able to find some of the rarer games in your region, like Pikmin 3, that are not so readily available right now. And some of them have a huge price drop, like Super Mario 3D World, dropping down from maybe $50 to something like $20 in the United States. I think that's definitely worth it, and I think it was high time that Nintendo did this. They need more sales for a lot of their consoles and a lot of their games, so there's some great high points for this, but I do question some of the games that are being released on the Selects platform. I think NES Remix Pack was already really inexpensive. Some of the games on the Wii, of course, have obviously dropped in price because they've been out for so long, and some of the 3DS games, I'm wondering if they will actually have a price point of $30 in Canada, $20 in the United States, because that's quite a bit. Please comment below, what was your favorite game discussed in this Selects video, and also what games would you like to see come out for the Selects in the future? Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to fill that like bucket, follow me on all the social media links in the description below the video, and remember, as always, go collect them all and keep smiling while gaming.